Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another one? The window is closed. Lewis, what you telling me, bro?
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. Chelsea's doing their thing on the pitch. Off the pitch, a little bit pissed off with how this window's ended. I won't from. But yeah, I hope you're good. Hope you've had a good weekend and everything. Shout out to community, as always. What are you saying, man?
Yeah, all good, bro. Do you know what I mean? All good, man. The window's shut. Now it's time to, I guess everyone's got to get to business now.
Now you've only got the players that you've got, and it's up to them to like get you the points and everything. And it's a good thing that you don't have to do a constant reposting every day, but I'm just annoyed with how this market's ended. We've burnt 40 million on Garnacho, and that could have gone to a centre-back or a goalkeeper.
I hear it. Yeah, you still didn't address the goalkeeping situation, which is a bit mad. I thought you lot would have, but there's always gaps, man.
Yeah, but here's my thing, right? I get that. And I get that we've got a problem with UEFA and the whole registering issue that we've had this whole summer based on the fines that we've had to pay. I respect that. Why did you burn 40 million worth of funds on extra left wing depth. Garnacho or Gittins, cool. If you had just got me Garnacho and we didn't get Gittins, fine, whatever. Put the remaining funds into a centre-back or a goalkeeper. Same thing for Gittins. If you just get me Gittins and you don't get me Garnacho, fine. I don't mind one of them as left wing depth. We've lost Sancho, we've lost Mudryk. I get it. Yep. I didn't need both of them. I've been arguing with people about this on Twitter all of last night. People, because we've had to keep Tyreek George because his move to Fulham fell through. So now that's another left winger that we've got on the books. And then people will be like to me, "Oh, would you go to the Bernabeu with George and Gittins as your left wing options?" I wouldn't go with Garnacho either. That's the whole point. I don't get why people think you suddenly bring Garnacho and the levels raise that left wing. Like, are we really drinking copium this quickly? He's not even played for us for a minute. George and Garnacho, fine. Gittins and Garnacho, no. But that would have been 2 and you would have brought the money back from George. Fine. Yep. That's pure profit. Now George is back. That's even stupider. And now people are just trying to drink copium and pretend that Garnacho is just levels clear of both of them. No.
Yeah, and
they're all raw. They're all not ready. They all shouldn't really be given too much responsibility in the left wing role. They're all our left wingers. And really and truly, they're all going to hold bench for Pedro Neto anyway.
But this is what I'm saying, man. This is what I was saying to Don. It's like you spent all that money on 2 left wingers just for your manager to play Neto there anyway. Do you know what I mean? Which means you didn't need both of them. Do you know what I'm saying?
And this is why I'm pissed with the window. You have spent 90 million on left wing depth when we already don't have a lot of money to spend. That could have gone to a centre-back, could have gone to a goalkeeper. We'd be a lot more stronger all round. Now I have to pretend that getting both Gittins and Garnacho was the right move. No. Tyreek George was right there. You might as well have just kept him. Keep him for a year. Develop him a bit more. You probably sell him for double. You've got double the pure profit.
Yeah.
But instead, we have to go get both of them. Because Paul Winstanley's got this fetish for Garnacho. It better work out. That's all I'm saying. It had better work out. He's here now. I'm going to support him, but I'm not going to act like the move was a smart move. It wasn't. Now, unless you show me that he has a mad Salah-like transformation, because that's what I'm going to need to understand this move. He has to do a random Salah jump that doesn't make any logical sense to me in my head. If that doesn't happen, what was the point? When Maresca's been screaming for a centre-back. They can't tell me you didn't want a goalkeeper because you negotiated for Mike Mignon. We're not hearing it. We're not. So you wanted to go get 2 left wingers, it better work out because I still want to be in this title race. And if we're not in this title race, I'm going to judge why we're not in this title race because we've gone and won a major honour. We've gone and won a World Cup. I'm not doing that to go back into a top 4 race. That's done now. I said that from when we got top 4, it's done now. So you wanted to waste 90 million on 2 left wingers. We'll see what happens this season, innit?
No, I hear it. And someone in the chat said, is Tyreek George staying? No, I think Tyreek George is gone. He's gone to...
No, he's staying. He's staying.
What do you mean?
Fulham move fell through. The Fulham move fell through.
Oh, wow. So
yeah, this is the whole reason why I'm even more annoyed. Because now we've already had 2 left wingers. And then you burnt another 40 on Garnacho when I needed a centre-back, when I needed a goalkeeper.
Damn.
12 million worth of funds, I think, that we could have amortized over a year to bring somebody in. That could have been another 20, 30, depending on what we sent you for the first Garnacho installment.
That makes everything a hell of a lot worse, bro.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm annoyed with the window.
The fact that you didn't even get the money for Tyreek George is crazy, you know.
If we had got that in, I would have been like, look, I still didn't want the move, but 2 left wingers, it is what it is. We've only got rid of him on deadline day. So you kind of have to hold that till January. Now that move didn't even go through. What was the point?
That's mad. Like, I can't even lie, man. I think your window's been underwhelming.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, when you consider everything. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's a 4 out of 10 for me, and I'm being generous because these men gave the sporting directors a 6-year extension off the World Cup win. So for that, it's going down to a 4. Because, sorry, you guys were already on sus watch before the World Cup. Like, I was going to give you leeway, don't get it twisted, but Leeway is not have a 6-year extension. Leeway is if you want to do your thing this summer, I'm just going to let it cook. But a 6-year extension? No. Maresca's literally been saving you guys this whole year. Saving you. And getting the best out of this squad. He asked for a centre-back. You put a gun to his head in the next press conference. And then you tell him, oh, I have internal solutions. It's okay. Man, we know he didn't. This brother went on a mad rant and said we had Fofana play centre-back against Bournemouth last season. And it was one of the worst first halves we've had. We had Badia Shield play centre-back Conference League final. One of the worst first halves that we've had. Like, Tosin's our only centre-back right now. I've been saying all summer, you're negotiating with Barca for Fermin Lopez. Christensen can barely get a game over there.
What happened with that situation? Did Barca just say he's not for sale?
Bro, I think that was just the whole last smokescreen because Fermin Lopez never wanted to move. Like, I think
a smokescreen because what? Because what? You lost out on Xavi Simons.
No, smokescreen for Bueno Notte. That's what I think it was. Fermin Lopez came out on the 5th of August and he said, Barca fans, calm down. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying. I want to be a Barca player. Why am I meant to think he's suddenly going to switch and want to join us when it's only a late move? We weren't moving with him for the whole summer. That don't make sense. Like, so to me, that was a smokescreen. Hell, Xavi Simons is looking a bit spooky because we made him wait until the 29th of August.
Yeah.
And then because the financial... Yeah, and it was because of the financial situation with the UEFA registry. And again, that goes back to
good. I thought you lot were good financially, though, from selling off all of your assets and that.
From an FFP perspective, yeah. But because we had to pay, you know, that those fines that we had to pay for UEFA. So one of the consequences was that, it's very difficult to explain, but one of the consequences was we had to maximize the spending of our A-list UEFA squad from the January Conference League. So whatever players that we want to register, we can't register unless the sales made from that squad, I think, were higher than the money put in. And that's what the Jackson and Kunku transfers helped us with. Tyreek George would have gone a far away with that too. But that's why we're not struggling financially, but we're limited with the amount that we can spend. Right. That's why the 40 million on Garnacho makes such little sense. We already don't have a lot of room to move with. We're not broke. Right. We're kind of like tied up, if anything. And then you go and burn 90 million on left wingers that aren't going to start for me right now.
Yeah, one of them two should be starters to justify the outlay. Do you know what I'm saying? And it looks like your manager's going to start Neto out there. So it doesn't justify the outlay.
Exactly. Neto and Esteban are going to be my starting wingers.
And bruv, you could have spent 90 million on one player, really, and just got a good one. You know what I mean?
Hell, I don't even mind. One of Gittins or Garnacho, whatever. I don't even care which one you pick. Just go and put the money elsewhere. We did not need to get two of them. You put one of that to a centre-back or to a goalkeeper, everyone's a lot calmer, including the manager. You've told him basically, look, one of our most important players is out. We'll deal with it next season. Next season he'll be there, and then we'll go for the league. We're ahead of schedule anyway. Because like we've overachieved. It weren't even meant to be Champions League this year. We did Champions League and we won 2 trophies, including a World Cup. Maresca's leveled up the squad quicker than what the owners and the sporting directors expected. So they're happy to just like sit back and wait for another year, but I'm not. I just want a World Cup and you want to tell me top 4 race? Now forget that. Forget that. We need to be in a title race.
I agree, but you kind of are in a title race. Do you know what I'm saying? You kind of are in a title race when you look at everyone else. I think you're in a title race by default.
No, I know, but my thing is more like act like it in the market, innit?
Yeah.
Right now, it's like, how many times did we come on here and I said, this is the same sort of window I would have expected had we have not got Champions League. And the whole thing I said was, I want Champions League so we can try and go for higher quality players. Now, they've done some good things. I'm not going to act like this window's been an entire mess. João Pedro, sensational move. You've sorted out our strikers. You've sorted out the depth in the midfield. You've sorted out our left-back depth. It's not been all L's.
Yeah.
But what did we go in and say that we needed? We said we needed 3 things. We said we needed a striker, a goalkeeper, a centre-back. You got one of the 3. I cannot sit there and tell you good window when you completed 1 out of 3 of the main targets that we asked for. And you were looking for them. You wanted Dean Huijsen. You wanted Mignon. You wanted Tarkowski. So I can't hear that you didn't want a centre-back or a goalkeeper because you went looking for them. You
So
just
why
didn't
did
look
you spend
hard
90
enough.
million on wingers? Why did you spend 90 million on wingers then? This is what I don't understand. And this is why, yeah, I understand your frustration, but that's why I don't understand Man United fans, yeah, saying that our window was a 4 out of 10. When we signed a goalkeeper, people said we needed a goalkeeper. We had a problem scoring goals last season, and we signed 3 attackers. So this could never be a 4 out of 10 window. And then on top of that, yeah, we've gotten rid of all the players we wanted to get rid of. So it couldn't have been a 4 out of 10 window. You've got to be an absolute moron if you think it was a 4 out of 10 window. It makes no sense.
Yeah, and also from you guys are working from a much lower level and you've done a lot of improvements. So yeah, fours.
Yeah, like 4 out of 10, yeah, is not even half. You know what I mean? How can it be below half? That doesn't make no fucking sense, bro. Like, that's moronic, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? The window can't be below half if we've literally got players in every position we needed, bar a midfielder. Do you know what I'm saying? So it can't be a 4. You know what I mean? It can't be.
No, I hear it. It's got to be above 5. I'd go above 6. You look more. But
this is what I'm trying to say. Because the thing is, if we got a midfielder, then people would have been saying, "Oh, it was an 8 out of 10." So how can you go from 4 to 8 with one player? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand football, bro. This is the reality.
It was more emotional. That sounds more like an emotional outtake. I know it's going to be crazy saying it from me, but I can like delve into why I feel the way.
Brother, it's bullshit, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, all the people saying, "Oh, we ain't got no midfield." When we had Caston Ugarte in midfield with Ruud van Nistelrooy, yeah, no one was saying, "Oh, we got no midfielders, bro." Everyone's talking about our midfield now, yeah, because our midfield's getting run through because of our system. It ain't got nothing to do with the midfielders we have, bro. It's got nothing to do with that. We're playing 1 game a week, blood. We don't need 8 midfielders. Now, we don't. Fact. Like, what are we doing? Like, we're playing 1 game a week. If we was playing 3 in midfield, then we only need 2 midfielders in the pivot, and then we can play Cunha in the 10. We could play Xerxes in the 10. We could play Ahmad in the 10. That brother. So
literally 1 game a week. You ain't even got Carabao.
It's 1 game a week, bro. So we don't need midfielders, really. We just need to sort out the fucking. We can even play Mount in the 10. So we need to sort out the fucking system, bro. Because man have Cass Ugarte, Kobe Mino, yeah, and fucking Bruno Fernandes. That, bro, between the 4 of them, they can play in the pivot. Like, they can. Like, who cares, bruv? Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, why do you need more than 4 midfielders, bro? Like, you don't. Like, you actually don't. It's because man's system's dead, bro. That's all it is, bro. Because between Xerxes, Cunha, even Ahmad, we got 3 brothers that could play in the 10. So we don't need a 3rd midfielder to play in the 10. Like, Liverpool are playing fucking Verts in the 10, blood. And they're winning games, bro. So why can't we play Ahmad there?
Nah, I hear it.
Why can't we play Ahmad there?
Explaining it well. I understand. I get where you're coming from.
Bro, man, chatting so much rubbish, bro. Like, with a decent manager in charge, yeah, we're not looking at this squad as, like, if we don't get a midfielder, we can't be good, bro. No, it's because the manager's making you think that. The manager's making you think that.
I thought we'd have had an announcement today.
What's that?
I thought we'd have an announcement on Amorim today. I guess he's staying at this point.
Brother, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Do you know what I'm saying, bro? I just really don't know. But they need to do something. They need to do something. They got 2 weeks, innit? Or a week and a half, however long this break is. They got a couple weeks. Do something. Because this guy's a pussy-o. He's a pussy-o, bro. He's holding us back. He's the only one that's holding us back, bro. So when man are talking about this midfield thing, yeah, it all comes from a place of no matter who plays in the double pivot for Amorim gets run through anyway. But Labour wouldn't have fixed the system. He would have come in and got cooked as well.
Or he'd just be doing so much more work for everybody else, so you got to cover ground.
Yeah, that's it. Man saying Amorim asked for a midfielder. Yeah, he did. And he didn't get one because we're not recruiting for him. Same way he asked for a left wing back, he didn't get one. Same way he asked for Ollie Watkins, he didn't get Ollie Watkins. Same way he was pushing for different players. He wanted fucking Martinez and Costa, and we got the goalkeeper that we wanted, bro. We're not recruiting for this guy. That's why I don't think he lost. I don't think he lost, mate. That's the reality. Balaba's good, but Balaba's not good enough to override a faulty system, bro. He would have just came into that midfield and got cooked as well. That's what would have happened. That's the problem with Man United fans. They always think that one player is going to solve all the problems. They always do. Every single fucking window, just one player. If we just get this one player. No.
Nah, not where United are.
It's a system issue, bro. Same thing happened with Ten Hag. Oh, like, just we'll get rid of Fred. Fred's the problem in midfield. Fred was never the problem. He was never the problem. The problem was the structure. He set up the team shit. And he's been sacked already. All of these Man United managers, Man United have picked bad managers. That's why they're all getting sacked.
2 games is nasty work.
Brother, they're all getting sacked.
Apparently, he fell out with everybody in record time.
100, yeah, but it's not, bro. But you can see he's not a likable guy. Even Jamie Carragher is saying, if Ruben Amorim never spoke the way he spoke, he would have been sacked already. Because the numbers speak for itself. He's only still in a job because he comes across as a nice guy and he comes across like he knows what he's doing. But, brother, if he had the personality of Ten Hag, he would have been sacked ages ago. Ages ago.
Yeah,
that's the reality.
If you're a nightmare to deal with, you better have results.
Bro, like these man, remember,
the
man was saying, because Ten Hag didn't get De Jong, that's why we're shit. We just need a ball carrier. We just need that. It's because he didn't get De Jong. Brother, what are you talking about? So one player was going to turn us. One player was going to turn us into a serious team.
That brother literally got to pick his squad.
Brother, we are recovering from all of Ten Hag's wrongdoings, bro. Ten Hag, gave us Rasmus Højlund. He's the one that brought us Anthony as well. And the Anthony signing was the end for fucking Jadon Sancho as well. So Jadon Sancho's whole Man United career and the toxicity behind that, as soon as Anthony came in, he was fucked. So that's a double whammy. So we ended up losing 2 players with the signing of Anthony. Rasmus Højlund. Lissandro shit as well, bro. We're going to have to deal with that midget at some point. Do you know what I'm saying? Or waste of money. Brez never fit. No one's talking about it. We spent bare dough on Lissandro. He's never available. And if he don't have Varane holding his hand, he's a liability. We got Onana as well. And we got Mason Mount. That's all him. That's all him, bro. And then he swanned off and he's doing another job. And he got sacked straight away. Fucking disgrace, bro. Do you know what I mean? We can't blame him for the Ugarte thing because he didn't want Ugarte. So it is what it is. Like, when we look at all of these, this guy's ruined us, bro. We're literally recovering from a Ten Hag hangover. Literally. Malacia is on his way out, but I think Malacia is a good player. Man. I think Malacia is a good player that's been unlucky with injuries, but that's another Ten Hag signing. Ten Hag's whole tenure has been an absolute disgrace, bro, and we're recovering from it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So he set us back as a football club. He did. And Man United can't keep recruiting the wrong managers. And this is why the timing of when we sack Amorim and who we replace him with is the most important part of all of this now. Because if we replace this guy soon with a proper manager, we're in that race for Europe, bruv. We're in that.
You would have hoped that Gehi transfer to Liverpool went through, because if Glasner walked, boom. But yeah, look, just give Amorim a game anyway. The job will be
Glasner's walking anyway. He's not signing a new contract. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I didn't know that.
This is his last season at Palace, regardless. Do you know what I mean? So Palace can get some money for him because he'll walk for free, I think, at the end of the season, because he's not going to sign a new deal. So I think that Gehi probably leaves in January anyway.
Yeah. That's gonna be sometime soon.
Yeah.
Or if anything, like he could just ride that out for one more season, walk off with a Conference League, wave goodbye with another trophy to Palace, and just leave with a sign-on bonus to your next club.
Yeah.
To be fair, if I'm him, I'm probably waiting unless Liverpool come in and then you're going to a title race. But
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
wait.
like this as well, like the top four. Bro, listen, a good manager with this Man United squad, top four's the target. With this manager, we'll be lucky if we finish above 10th.
One game a week is such a good strength you'd have over the rest of the top four teams, especially like the way City are playing. I think they're going to be in another top four race, and they had to recover from the Club World Cup too. You'd be playing one game a week. You'd have such a fitness advantage over them. You just need the right coach.
But this is why when man are saying, "Oh, we need all these midfielders." No, we needed to address our attack because Man United don't score goals and haven't scored goals for ages. And everyone's talked about the lack of clinical players we've got. Sancho was never a goal scorer anyway. Rashford is fucking averages 8 goals a season in the Prem. Do you know what I mean? Anthony don't score. Garnacho again, he probably averages 6 goals a season. Like, these men are not goal scorers. So they've gone and they've got 2 of the top goal scorers in this league because they needed to do that. That was way more important. And before that, they addressed the defense. And we signed Mazraoui, Delit, Yoro, Heaven, Dorgu, 5 defenders. And Leon, 6 defenders. So they've changed the attack and the defense. It's only the midfield that needs an overhaul now. When Cass's contract is up next summer, we'll just replace him. Bruno is probably his last season. We pray. Do you know what I'm saying? So the midfield overhaul is going to come in January and in the summer because it has to. And then we got a whole new squad, pretty much.
And then with the right coach, that's a big upgrade to United. So at the midfield, and then when Lamens breaks in, you should have a decent squad, or at least a decent starting 11.
That's it. So, and that's all you really need when you've got one game a week. You only really need 16 players. That's all you need.
Yeah. Literally, Conte just went through with a starting 11 and subs, and that was it. We did not need that.
Bro, and the thing is now, we got 5 substitutions. You know what I mean? So with 5 substitutions, if you're a good team, you win the game early and then you rest players. That's what you do. And
an even madder tempo because you're rotating quicker.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. If you're rotating properly, using your squad properly, making substitutions at the right time, you can keep everyone fresh with 1 game a week and 5 subs. You absolutely can. You know what I mean? So as much as we should have added a midfielder, or it would have been optimal too, let's not use that as an excuse for why we're not going to do well. If we're not going to do well, it's not because we didn't get a midfielder. It's because this manager's shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's not look. Let's not look for a reason to move the goalposts because this is what everyone's doing. Now, all of a sudden, we didn't get a midfielder, so now we can't do well. It's all doom and gloom. We was going to be fucked regardless if we didn't sack this guy. Let's not pretend that one midfielder changes all this because it doesn't. It doesn't.
Nah.
Bro, we got 3 new attackers. And bro, look how long it took us to score a goal. 2 own goals, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Cunha and Mbeumo.
The Grimsby game in itself, innit?
Bro, Fulham and bruv. Cunha and Mbeumo didn't get a goal in pre-season between them.
Yeah,
and everyone was saying it was the personnel.
The
system is shit. It's shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the reality, bro. It's rubbish. I mean, I don't think Sesko's had a shot on target yet, even though he's only played like 65 minutes altogether because he's coming off the bench. He ain't had a shot on target. He ain't had a fucking clear-cut chance.
Not getting any service?
Hell no. Brother, I think he got 3 touches the last game he came on. 3 touches in like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
like, bro, our top scorer is OG, blood. Own goals, blood.
Damn.
Yes, bro. Own goals. 2 of the goals that we've scored, yeah, are own goals, bruv. No player in our team has more than 1 goal.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell, man. Yo, the United stats just get worse and worse, man.
But this is what I mean.
Yeah, man. Look, selfishly, I hope you keep him till the Chelsea game at least. I need my winner OT by hook or by crook. We need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
Past that, though, yeah, save yourself, man.
Yeah.
Save yourself.
And that's it. And Glasner apparently has played a 4 as well, so he's flexible. I think the back 3 gets binned after Amorim. Our squad's really not built for a back 3 specifically. When you look at it, it's not really specifically built for a back 3. I think it can be anything. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Glasner will have to switch to a back 4 if he was to come to Man United, and I think he would anyway. Like, it makes more sense,
if you
bro.
play a back 3, right? It just depends on how you do it, because I don't know if you guys have too many gaps between the defense and midfield. But when we had Tuchel, yeah, you see, that's the thing. When we had Tuchel, the back 3 in the midfield always used to move together.
Yeah.
So they were just like a big block following.
Yeah. Your line was higher. But yeah, we don't play like that. But also, I think that this squad is good for a back 3 in certain games. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can use them in certain games if you want to be more compact, like the way that Frank used the back 3 against PSG. But you don't have to use the back 3 as the default situation, because if you're Manchester United and you're supposed to be controlling games, you should be able to play a Xerxes or a Cunha or a Ahmad as the advanced number 10, because you should be dominating the ball. You don't need 3 centre mids. You don't need 3 CMs.
When you're playing a game that you'd be controlling, I feel like you'd probably end up leaving so much more space anyway, because you'd have the majority of the ball, you'd be pushing the ball a bit further forward. And you'd be very susceptible to transitions. Well, that's the difference between the right manager.
But this is the point. You know what I'm saying? This is absolutely the point. Like, I think the team that you pick shows your intent. And as much as I don't think Wirtz is doing well, yeah, in the 10, it shows, yeah, it shows the intent from Slot to play him there. Because instead of packing the midfield and playing a Sobo there instead, or an extra midfielder, he's like, no, I'm going to play my attacking player. Because when we are in transition and we do have the overload and numerical advantage, this is where we're going to make the use of having that extra killer there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you lot playing João Pedro and the lap, that's what that does. Instead of playing, say, Santos, Caicedo, and Enzo in the 10, like what fucking Pochettino was using Enzo in the 10.
Oh, yeah,
you see what I mean? That's the difference. That's the difference. When you play an actual attacking player in the 10, it adds that much more ruthlessness to your team, bro. And yeah, you do lose something defensively, but bro, when you're a team that dominates the ball, you shouldn't give a shit.
And again, it also depends on the structure. Like the structure that we have, Cucurella will always leave space exposed on the left-hand side, but he's always there to cover anyway. Just based on the structure of the team and the positioning and the instructions to the players. But that's the difference between a good system or not. Like, you will see gaps when we lose the ball. Don't mean nothing, because the players are still in the right position.
No, it's true.
Yeah, that's the difference.
But again, that comes down to coaching as well. Like, your players, at least they kind of look like they know what they're supposed to be doing. They look like they know what they're supposed to be doing. My team, bro, I can see the cogs turning in their brain when they're on the pitch. You can see that everyone's looking around. Where do I go? What should I do? The manager's been here for nearly 50 games. And these men still look like they're still working out what's expected of them. It's not making sense to them.
Well, that's the biggest indicator of a crap manager. Because I thought the same thing with Pochettino. Yeah. All the way through to like May. It was like, the manager's winging it. See players, they don't know where to be. They don't know what to do. They're passing the ball around aimlessly. You see people just dying on an island like Caicedo in the midfield. Just where things don't make sense to you on the pitch. And yeah, that's a manager thing. That's always been a manager thing.
100%.
When they're in the right position and they're fumbling it, then that's on the player.
Facts. You know what I mean? So guys, it's one of them ones where obviously we need to wait and see We need to wait and see what happens in this window regarding the manager. Hopefully he could even walk. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not beyond the realms of possibility, because there was murmurs that he was thinking about leaving, but we just have to wait and see with that. But I think we're going in the right direction. Do you know what I mean? I'm optimistic. You man know. Like, I'm never optimistic for no reason. Do you know what I mean? People are always calling me negative or saying I'm bare pessimistic and all these other things. So if I'm optimistic, it's because I'm seeing stuff. It's not because I'm just this happy-go-lucky guy and like, bro, that's not me, innit? It's never been me. So if I'm telling you that I'm seeing something and we might have to play, when I say the long game, not the long game, but we might have to be a little patient, I'm cool with that. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes in life in general, you got to be patient, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I'm on a fucking treadmill now, bro. You don't just jump on the treadmill, wake up in the morning, and just have the body you want, bro. It takes time.
Exactly.
You know them ones. You go gym, you put in the work at the gym, you eat the right food, and you do it again and again and again. And you don't see results. And then one day, you see them. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't see results every day. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think the way that Manchester United are finally shaping up as a club, when I look at the way we negotiated, like the way Hargreaves has negotiated these deals, sell on clause in Garnacho's contract, we got that 40 million, even though we wanted 50. That man was saying Chelsea are going to give us 25, take it or leave it. We got the 40. Do you know what I mean? We played hard.
We're the ones that negotiated poorly.
Yeah. So we negotiated well. Anthony, we got the money for Anthony, and we got a sell-on clause. We extended Sancho's contract so we can't leave for free. And they're paying 80% of his wages. You know what I'm saying? We got rid of Rashford. He's still stinking the place up. So it proves it wasn't the club.
Paying 80%.
Yeah, 80% of Sancho's wages. And they paid a loan fee as well.
Sancho, I get why you left, man. Fair
you see what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. You have to look at it, yeah? We got rid of Rasmus Højlund as well. We've done all the right things. So all of a sudden, not getting a midfielder doesn't all of a sudden make this window a catastrophe. It doesn't. Because you have to look at the bigger picture. You have to look at it. Do you know what I mean? And if you choose to ignore it, then you're being disingenuous. Like, that's just all it is. So I'm prepared to see this out. Because I said it when Ten Hag was here and people called me negative. He set us back 3 years. I said it. And we're selling all the players he brought in. Onana's probably going to end up in Turkey or the Middle East. He's still leaving. Because their window's still open.
Should end up getting forced out just by buying during that Lamens kid.
Yeah. And the goalkeeper...
Is that Lamens kid going to be a number one for you then?
He'll be our number one. He'll be our number one. And
from the start?
Yep. And you know what's being leaked, yeah? They're saying that Jason Wilcox basically decided that we were going to go with our scouts and sign him. And apparently the push for Martinez was coming from Ruben. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Ruben Amorim did want the Premier League proven because I heard he wanted Watkins as well. And we went for Sesko instead. So we've actually signed all the opposite of everything he wanted. Which is good. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it means that they're not planning to keep this guy. Like, we're doing our own things. We're not making the mistakes that we made before signing Ten Hag players. We're not making those mistakes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Had a part of a reason to like play with that interview that he had after the Grimsby game.
Oh, what? When you're saying, basically the players threw him under the bus and that?
Yeah, do you think like maybe that might be a bit of frustration on his end that he didn't necessarily get what he wanted?
Maybe, but at the end of the day, I just think that he's the master gaslighter. You know the man. Like, he's the same brother that said the fact that we're struggling, is not because of the system. But it's like, bro, you came in and replaced the manager and you're doing worse than him. When he first came in, he said the previous manager was playing a 4 at the back and he was still struggling. That's why I'm here. So it's not the system. But bro, we were never 15th under Ten Hag. Like when Van Nistelrooy came in, we weren't playing a 3 at the back. We didn't lose a game. But but now all of a sudden we're relegation fodder.
Matched up very well against us. I remember that.
Ten Hag and Van Nistelrooy would have beat Spurs in that final. we lost that final because of him and only him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's so bad that our football heritage doesn't work. It doesn't work with him in charge. We would have beat Spurs. We would have beat Spurs with any other manager. With Oli, with fucking Jose, with any of them, we would have beat Spurs. They were shit, bro. It was an own
Ultra
goal.
attacking Spurs team, and like, yeah, you played that formation.
It was an own goal, bro. That was the goal.
Yep.
Any Man United manager beat Spurs except for him. We're trying to get a goal. This fucker's got 5 defenders on. That no other Man United manager does that. Yeah. No Man United manager does that. He's nasty, bro. And then on top of that, he's gaslighting a fan base. But you know what he does? Because he's so emotional, he taps into that little bit of emotion that some of these fans have. And he's like, you know what? He cares just like us. No, he doesn't, bro.
That's just the
no, he doesn't.
Right,
bro.
there.
But this is what these fans do, Lewis. He doesn't care like us. He cares about himself.
But he tricks you into thinking that.
Bro, he's a big boy fucking narcissist, blood. He don't care about the fans. He only cares about his own perception. That's why he's saying, I'm not changing anything. Because if I change anything, they're going to kill me. Because it makes me look a certain way. It's not about the club. It's never been about the club. Because if it was about the club, he'll be like, you know what? I know I want to do things a certain way, but this shit ain't working. So I have to put the club first and do something else. That's what Ralph Rangnick done. Ralph is a 4-2-2 guy. Played it everywhere. He tried it at Man United for 1.5 games. He was like, yo, these men are not getting it. I have to change it because I have to salvage this season. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's exactly
trying something that doesn't work because it's the only thing that you succeed with. That's a sackable offense in its own eyes. You're just saying, okay, this doesn't work for the squad, but the squad better learn it.
Precisely.
I don't know nothing else.
And this is the problem with Amorim. It's a vanity project for him. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, he's failing. And instead of looking at it and saying, you know what, I'm failing, yeah? Let me just, bro, how about you sit down and just speak to the players and say, yo, we're all a team here. You man are not comfortable. What do you think we should do? There's nothing wrong with that because you're struggling right now. Do you know what I'm saying? You're fucking struggling. The badge is too heavy for you. Do you know what I'm saying? I've seen Ancelotti many times sit down and talk to his players in the middle of the fucking game and say, yo, man, this is peak. Like, what are you saying? Like, what should we do? I've seen it bare times. I've seen him do it. I've seen him with fucking Marcelo. I've seen him with Ramos. I've seen him with bare players. You got Cass there. There was a video of him the other day. Cass went up to him and said something and he just shook his head and walked off. Man probably said, yo, like, we should do X, Y, Z. And he said, nah.
Formations. Like, no,
yeah.
This one.
Cass probably said, yo, let's change the shape. And he said, nah, bruv. Talking about. You man just die. I'm just going to chill, crease up my crepes on the side, bruv. He's not a serious guy. He's not serious. Like, he deserves all the pain that he's going through, yeah? And the thing is, I can see the pain in his eyes, yeah? But the reason why he deserves it, yeah, is because it's all self-inflicted. It's all self-inflicted, bro. And all that needs to happen, and it will happen, I promise you, yeah? One of the players that are really close to him is going to turn on him, bro. Because it always happens. It always happens. And that's when you're done. That's when you're done. As soon as he loses Bruno or he loses Dallo, and he will lose one of them, because if we keep losing, it's going to get to the point where players don't like losing games. It's a matter of time. Same thing happened with Anthony and Ten Hag. First season, he kept playing Anthony, Anthony's my signing, and da-da-da-da. And then, bro, Anthony started to realize that, hold on, this bruh, he's the reason why we're losing, you know? All of a sudden, Anthony's having tantrums on the pitch. And, bro, this is what's going to happen. He's going to lose one of these players that he sees as his guy. He's going to lose them. And as soon as he does that, the whole dressing room's gone. Because Bruno's the captain. He's probably keeping this dressing room together. The finest thread, bruv. Because I know them man got a separate group chat without Bruno and Dallo in it. I know they do. 100% they do.
Group chat, I hear it.
Bruv, man, they got the separate group chat with Lenny Euro and them man on the other side. You get me? Them man don't know what's going on. Bruno and Dallo are not in there, and Cass is in both of them. You know them, man. I know Cass is in that group chat, bro. He's not part of the leadership.
They're all sending fucking fat Amorim pics and shit to each other.
Brother, I'm telling you. Brother, man said senior leadership group, yeah? No delete. And I think no Cass as well. In the leadership group. These men are Champions League veterans, you know? Bro, I'm telling you, bro. They got separate
their leagues multiple years back to back.
Yeah, 100%. Bro, Dallo left wing back. Still. Dallo. Come on,
Mount
brother.
left wing back against Grimsby, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
I saw overlapping on the right.
Bro, bro, the lit, yeah, was box crashing like a prime Frank Lampard, bro, from centre back. This is when I knew the thing was cooked.
Yeah,
leadership team.
And don't forget the plan B, Maguire up top.
Brother, it's crazy. Go long to Harry Maguire. This is what we're doing in times of need, in times of struggle, you know. This is what we're doing. And these men think that this guy's a visionary.
This is nearly a year into his managerial reign.
Bro, it's disgusting, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But the thing is, Lewis, man will turn around and say that it's premature for me to want the manager out. But Ten Hag got sacked after 2 games. And not only did he get sacked after 2 games, yeah, but bro, he had a poor preseason as well. He got smoked in preseason as well.
He had a bad postseason too, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been nothing. I still remember the stats from last week. I'm talking about 1 open play goal at Old Trafford all season. Is it still at 1?
I don't know.
It might be at 2 from that last game. I know you got a penalty and an own goal, but I don't remember who else scored. But either way, even 2, bad enough. Your win rate, bad enough. Like,
it's bad, bro.
Yeah, everything's just shit. Why is he still here?
That's brother.
Give it a couple weeks, but why is
my man got out the tactics board for Mason Mount left wing back
against Grimsby.
Brother, man got the fridge magnets out. You get me? For Mason Mount left wing back. Are you taking the piss?
That is so bad because man was moving things left and right frantically. He was scared for his life.
I just said, brother, it's Grimsby, bro. It shouldn't really matter what they do. You don't need a tactics board for Grimsby. I'll be real.
We played them under Lampard in his first month as a manager for Chelsea, and he whooped them 7-1 with that whole young squad. This fucking Lampard.
It's disgusting, bro. It's a disgrace. Like, it's embarrassing. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said to you guys, yeah, you need to understand that the manager, getting rid of the manager would be just addition via subtraction. That's it. If you get rid of him, we get better straight away because all of the limitations he's imposing on the players is taking everyone's performance down. Everyone's. And that's why I use that FIFA analogy. When you put the player in the wrong position, their rating goes down. Because that's exactly what this manager's doing. He bought Cunha, who played in the 10. He's playing him in the 9 now. He's getting no service, getting frustrated. He just pulled his hamstring. Mbumo's better playing from outside to in, but he's starting him in between the lines. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's out of position, bro. Everyone. He's playing Mason Mount in the left 10 when he should be on the bench. Like Bruno in the double pivot when Bruno can't play in the pivot. Like the whole thing's a shit show. And then you're playing Casemiro beside Bruno when Casemiro's best quality is his reading of the game. But Bruno leaves so many gaps. Cass is now having to cover ground that shouldn't be there. So now everyone's saying his legs are cooked. Cass has never had legs. His whole career. Cass has never been the most mobile player ever. So when man are saying that Cass ain't mobile, bro, so when man are saying Cass ain't mobile, yeah, that means you haven't watched Cass in his whole career. Because Cass is in great shape. Like, he's probably in some of the best shape of his career. So what are we doing? So it's not that Cass can't move. Cass could never really move. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why man are going on like they just started watching Casemiro, bro. I mean, they're talking about Casemiro.
That's the thing, though.
They're talking about Casemiro like he was ever N'Golo Kante. He was never that kind of player. He was never that. He was a midfield enforcer and he used to read the game, break the play up, and he used to let the ballers ball, bro. He was never really that guy. He's shown that he's actually got good footballing quality because the passing that he does at Man United, he didn't need to do it at Real Madrid because he had better passers there. Now he's our best passer. That's not his fault. That's because we're shit, bruv. That's the reality. We don't have a Modric or a Kroos.
He was one of your best goal threats as well.
Again, and that side of him, you saw at Real Madrid, but maybe not so much because they had such good attackers. You never looked at Cass as a goal scorer. But Cass is actually very dangerous from set pieces. Very dangerous. So we're seeing sides of his game that we never had to see before. So when people are talking about Casemiro, like he fell off a bridge and lost his pace, he never had it. He never had it. And this is the problem. If you put Cass in a mid-block team, yeah, he's cooking. You put him in that Arsenal team the way they set up, Casemiro's oozing, bro.
That'd be nasty work.
You put him in that midfield, bro, cooking. Cooking, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The man talk about Zubimendi, bro. Cass clamped up that youth. Clamped him up.
Well, Casemiro would have done better in that Liverpool game than fucking Zubimendi would have.
100%.
He got bitched around.
Bro, Cass clamped him up, bro. Like, I'm telling you, that when Cass is in the right system, he's proper. But he's not the problem here. He's not the problem. Not at all. So, man don't want to hear that. So, a lot of this stuff can be sorted getting rid of this manager. People are talking about Glasner. For me, Glasner, yeah, makes us very, very, very good. It's not the brand of football that I personally would want, because I just want an attacking manager now, bro. That I just, you know what I'm saying? Man are saying Iriola, that man are saying Xavi and all that. Bro, I just want some attacking football. That's all I want, you know what I mean? But if we got Glasner, I'll be super happy because I know that he'll win us stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he won the Community Shield as the underdog. He won the FA Cup as the underdog, and he's got a good chance of winning the European trophy that they're in. What's that?
He won the Europa.
He won the Europa with Frankfurt.
Yeah, that was
Frankfurt. Yeah, and he's got a good chance of winning. Is it the Europa they're in now or the Conference League? Conference. He's got a good chance of winning the Conference League as well because he's that good. Don't be surprised if he wins that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, he's a trophy man. You know what I'm saying? He'll have man drilled very well in cups and will win trophies and stuff. I get that. But I just want to see some champagne football, bruv. That's what I want to see. Like what Bournemouth done to Tottenham, I'm trying to see that. I'm trying to see that at United. But if we did get Glasner, I would back it 100% because he's proper. But Amorim is the problem. The problem. Absolutely. Not a problem, the problem.
Especially seeing as you've now come out of a good window. Absolutely.
Yep. Absolutely. He's definitely the problem, man. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. What are you rating your window out of 10 now? Now that everything's now the dust is settled.
4, I think personally. And it's a shame because I think there's areas that we've done well with. I think we've improved the depth of our midfield. I think we've improved our fullback depth. Our attacking line's improved. But we had 3 targets. Striker, centre-back, goalkeeper. You completed one of them. And then you re-signed the sporting directors on a 6-year contract. It cannot be anything lower than that. The Jackson situation, another one that I think's been handled poorly. Because we basically
money for Jackson the second time round.
Depending on appearances. If he gets a certain amount of appearances, it becomes an obligation to buy, and the overall package is around 70 million. If not, it becomes an option to buy.
So you got the 70 million that you wanted potentially.
On the books for now, yes, and then we've got 15 million in a loan fee. But my things, I still would have rather kept him as a number 3. And if we handled him a bit better, maybe would have been a bit more willing to do that. And again, the whole left wing situation, you've burnt funds that we didn't have a lot of just to get Garnacho and Gittins. And we've still kept Tyreek George on top of it. There's
Yep.
no point. There's no point in a lot of that. And I don't want to say it's undone the good work that we've done in the window, but there's just targets that have not been completed. And I would have left it as a 5, but you re-signed the sporting directors. And that to me is lowering it to a 4. Because they were already on sus watch.
And what was the thinking behind that? Did they come out and say that, yo, we're keeping these man because XYZ, or they just got an extension? And why 6 years, bro? Like,
I don't think they explain why, but I think ultimately it's because the club's still progressing. We are still
why
going
6 years, bro? Why couldn't they just be on a rolling contract, bro? What's the obsession with this 6 year shit at Chelsea, bro?
I get it from a player perspective. I don't get it with the sporting directors. I really don't. Like, even if the squad's doing well and progressing, and I respect that. We've won 2 trophies. We've won a World Cup. I hear all of that, but they did not need a 6-year deal off that. They could do with a bit less, like, slander for the summer. I hear that. Let them cook. You kind of deserve that. I'm not giving you a 6-year contract off that.
Yeah, facts.
Keep building on it, and then, like, yeah, if we have a serious campaign, then if you give him that contract, I can't really say too much.
No, facts. I hear it. I mean, I completely hear it.
Incentivized based on success, the contract extensions are not a reward for last season. Hard to believe it isn't.
Yeah.
Really hard to believe it isn't, because if we didn't get top 5, I don't think they're getting that.
Yeah. That's it. So who knows? Man said they're benefiting from Maresca management. That's fair enough. Do you know what I'm saying?
This
but you're going to see
Maresca through everything. This guy said I wanted a centre back, and they didn't give him one. They told him to say you've got internal solutions. Cool.
Yeah. So now we need to see what happens for the season, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't lie. This season, for me, I think our season hinges on what we do with the manager. I don't think the players can do anything about this. And I'm sticking to that. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that this season is going to be... I think it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be an interesting one. I'll be honest, because I don't think this season's going the way anyone thinks it's going. Do you know what I'm saying? I said City at the start of the season, and they haven't started well. Do you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like this is going to be a weird season. I don't know why. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be a weird season. I wouldn't be surprised if the winner of the league is one of the lower point tallies. I wouldn't be surprised, because this just feels like... It feels like everyone's players are kind of similar levels. Like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't... Like, when I look at Liverpool, I don't look at them and say that their players are miles better than City's, or miles better than Chelsea's, or miles better. I just feel like everyone is a managerial decision or a player playing well away from winning a game. Now, I don't see any outstanding teams in this league right now. I don't see it. Do you know what I'm saying?
This is why, right? I think this is why I've said I think everyone's doing too much in terms of being big up, Don. I think everyone's doing too much in terms of like being shook of Liverpool. Yeah, they're favourites. You only played them twice. Focus on minimizing your own problem.
If you actually go after them, you can get change, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? If Arsenal tried to win the game, they might have won it, bro. Because considering that was Anfield, that wasn't a typical home Liverpool performance. Like, it wasn't that. Do you know what I mean? It was far from that.
Arsenal got the ball in decent positions, but they just had dead players in the final third.
Yeah.
Martinelli stinks. Gyökeres looks like Lukaku. And Noni's the only one that seemed to even beat his man consistently. And Kirk has still recovered half the time.
Yeah.
And that's your front three with limited creativity. I think we could do a lot more against that Liverpool side, and we've done well against them both times without the additions that we've had this season.
And Madueke was getting change out of Kirkez as well. Kirkez is looking shaky. So it's one of them ones where, like, Arsenal didn't turn up to try and win the game, bro. That's the honest truth, bro. And it's like, that Liverpool team has a lot of good moments in that team. A lot of good moments. Isak's going to produce moments. Ekitike is going to produce moments. Vert should produce moments because he's supposed to be that guy. Salah's going to produce moments. Do you know what I'm saying? Szoboszlai produced a moment the other day. They have got loads of moments in that team. Do you know what I mean? Chiesa might come off the bench and produce a moment. Gakpo could produce a moment. And that might be the difference at the end of the season. Just little moments. You know, that might be the difference.
they're always going to have a serious squad, but it's a squad that I still think you can get at defensively. I think our squad, you could potentially be able to get at them defensively. Arsenal, they're not good going forward.
But defensively, Arsenal look like the most settled.
Yeah, settled, but like Gyökeres looks like a flat track bully. They're going to keep running with Martinelli on the left. And Noni, like, he's decent. I've always said the same thing, even at Chelsea. Decent, but I just don't think he's enough. Not enough. And the same for the rest of their depth bar Saka. And then City look exactly the same as last season to me. And this is why I think regardless, we can still compete, but
you know what with City though?
Back or a goalkeeper, you close the gap even more.
Yeah. I think City are one tactical tweak away from getting it together though. You know them, they've got the players. I just think that Pep is being super stubborn, man. And if he just switches a few things up, I think City are back on it, bro. Like, that's the thing.
I hear
They've started badly, but they can turn it around.
Too much the Postecoglou thing for me.
Yep. But this is what I'm saying. I just feel like it's that. I think it's more how he's using the personnel than the personnel itself. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I've said to my mates. Like, I've got a few City mates. I'm like, you lot better be ready to call Pep out for this consistently. Don't do the whole Pep FC thing over Man City, because right now it's his tactics that are ruining your squad. Because your squad should not be like dropping points this regularly. You should at least be a bit more settled defensively out of possession. But you can still get got at the same as last season. That's on the coach. You brought in new defenders. You brought in rapid defenders. You still get caught out. So look, you got to call out the coach on that one. And I want to see how City fans talk on that, because they were very quick to talk on Chelsea. A lot of them have been quick to talk about how Chelsea's looking overrated and everything. And now they're the ones doing the exact same things as last season. We still look better. We look better defensively. We've got a better midfield. Their attack, whatever. Haaland clears everything that we've got anyway. It is what it is. But defensively, if you can get got at by the likes of Brighton, shit, you ain't going to be doing anything. It's going to be another top 4 race.
You're right. You're right, bro.
And then they're going to tell you that you need another 6 or 7 signings. No, like, we didn't get given that leeway. You're not getting that leeway. So set your team up better defensively. That's all you need to do. I completely agree.
100%. And that's what it is. Hey, big up everyone inside. I'm sure we hit those likes, 1,400 plus in the building. We still haven't hit the 500 target yet. So let's get those up, man. I'm slacking on the likes at the moment. We're redirecting to Rants and Gunner on Lee's channel, people. So make sure you drop a Rants raid in the chat. You already know what time it is. How's the rest of your day looking anyway, bro?
We're going to have a little gym session then. I think we've got Capital Conflict at 6. Northside, Mike's, and Jay. So, yeah, keep a lookout for that, guys. And glad the window's over. Big up, everyone. Great to be back.
That's it. So, yeah, man. Big up everyone inside. You already know what time it is. Drop the Rants raid in Lee Gunner's chat. Make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel. You know, as usual, the link is in the title, people. And yeah, man, I'll see you on the next one.